That's Bill.
And that's Will.
And
This needs to be a Black Friday topic.
oh yeah, it's gonna go
Whatever.
on the Black. No, we can put it on the Black. We're gonna put it on the Black Friday, Gibson. We got
Man,
you.
this dude right here, man.
we got. Hey, like, comment, subscribe below. Black Friday is today. We gonna put this video out on Black Friday, and we talking about that flag that you Southerners love so much, that Confederate flag. And the NASCAR said, hey, if you bring that flag around here, you cannot come into our event. I thought I'd never see that, Gibson. How you feel about it?
Can the driver who says he's leaving NASCAR because they banned the Confederate flag please leave the planet too?
Ooh, the planet. They experiment with Mars. Musk, he got Mars popping off. Maybe you can go up there. Well, let me tell you about this guy right here that said that he's gonna leave NASCAR. So you got a couple of NASCAR. He's about in the. So you got Major League Baseball. He's about in the AA events. You know, he ain't in the big leagues anyway, so nobody's gonna miss that guy. If he want to take his car and go, hit the road, man. We ain't even gonna talk about you. We'll see you later, buddy. But we are gonna talk about Bubba Wallace and what he did for the sport, baby. Because Bubba Wallace, I appreciate you, man. Only black guy in NASCAR speaking up, and his fellow NASCARians. Anyway, his fellow brother in NASCAR stuck up for him. Gibson and NASCAR came out with a ban pretty quickly.
This is what I don't understand. I don't even know the words that I'm trying to use right here. How can you put your knee in a man's back for 8 minutes and 46 seconds?
On his neck, Gibson.
And the last 46 seconds of that, this man is gagging, bleeding, gasping for air, and calling for his mom. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what nationality you are. I don't care what country you come from. How can you watch that and not be moved? How can you watch that and say, you know what I'm doing is offending some people, and I get it now? The Confederate flag, I understand the Confederate flag. I went to Lee High School, and we had a Confederate flag, and we sang the Dixie song, blah, 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 blah. I get all that stuff. I get that. But it's history. We need to move on. The past is the past. Yes, there was slavery. There's nothing we can do about that. We can't go back in time and change it. It's in the past. Yes, the Nazis had their reign of terror, but we can't go back in the past and change that. Yes, we had Pearl Harbor. Yes, we had Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yes, we had some terrible events that happened in American history. We had some terrible events that happened in world history, but there's nothing we can do about that. Now, I have no problem with statues and commemorations for different historical things, because we could take our children there because they don't know nothing about it and say, hey, listen, this is a time in history when this happened. I don't have a problem with it. But when you put those things in front of a human life, that's when I got a problem with it. You gonna get out of NASCAR because they say you can't bring the flag with you. That's enough for you to get out. But the man's life that was just taken, oh, I'm okay with that. I'll be at the race every week. But they gonna ban the flag? Oh, I ain't coming. I'm finna get out. You serious?
I'm not with.
Are you serious?
I'm not with the statues, Gibson.
Now, you might not be. But it happened.
You can't glorify.
How you gonna just erase everything that happened?
Put it in a museum. Shit.
It's at the park.
Put it in the museum. Go have a museum to where, okay, you put a flag in the museum, but for me, statues is glorifying people.
Oh, that's not what it is. It's just a historical marker. This happened on this day in history. And that's it.
Hey, for me,
it's a piece of brick.
For me, hey, Kobe got to get a statue in front of the LA because what he did for that city.
Kobe was selfish.
Shaq got, hey, come on now. We don't have no, hey, look, come on now.
Oh, that's right. This is the Kobe.
Shaq got a statue.
What?
Great people get statues.
Shaq is not great.
He got a statue in front of LA because what he did for LA. What I'm saying is, we want to glorify things that were good. Why we want to put up a statue?
I don't see that it's glorifying it. It's just a commemoration. This happened. This event happened.
Well, let's put the event. We putting up people that were fighting for slavery.
We got Malcolm X statues. We got Martin Luther King statues.
They were
We got
fighting for
Frederick Douglass.
peace. They were fighting for peace.
Yeah, but the people they was fighting against wasn't fighting for peace. They was fighting for turmoil. So is that offensive to them that we got a Martin Luther King statue? We got to take him down too now.
No, because
those people don't like Martin Luther King. We got to take it down.
Well, that's on them. They
Oh.
ain't fighting for love.
See, you want to have it both ways.
No, I just don't want to. I don't want. If
It's
you
not glorifying.
I've been to you. We both been to Germany. You've been to Germany.
I've been to Germany.
I
I
bet
was in
you
Frankfurt,
don't-
Germany.
I bet you don't see no Nazi statues up. Because that shit was wrong, Gibson.
But that dude, man.
No, Gibson, but wrong is wrong at the end of the day. They fighting to keep us oppressed. They was fighting for everything the USA is supposed to stand for. They were fighting against it. If they would have won, their flag would have been everywhere. We would have still been, yes, master. Well, I guess we still are kind of in the same position.
I don't think that putting a statue up is glorifying.
But for sure, it's glorifying
Because
the
if
event.
we have Harriet Tubman, if we have a statue of Harriet Tubman, it's okay to have one of
Robert E. Lee?
Robert E. Lee.
I don't understand that though. How do you? Okay, because one was trying to get out of being oppressed. The other one was trying to keep her in oppression.
Guess what? We won though. The North won and set us free. I'm good. Ain't nobody holding me back.
And I understand. No, you're right. Ain't
Nobody holding me
Ain't
back.
a statue gonna hold us back.
I can do whatever I want to do right now. As long as I stay within the law. I don't want to do nothing outside the law anyway, but I can go anywhere I want to go. I can sit on the front of the bus. I can sit at the back of the bus.
Somebody get him a "Make America Great" hat again. All right, somebody. send
No,
him a
I
hat.
don't need that because I don't understand when America was great.
Exactly.
What time period are we talking
So
about?
why are we glorifying these people?
No, we're not glorifying.
That's a statue of somebody is wow.
We're not glorifying. I don't know why you're using that word. We're not
because
glorifying.
A statue
We're
glorifies
just
somebody.
remembering this person.
If they put a statue of me when I die, I'm gonna think, oh, that's great. I appreciate that. That's glory. I feel like if you got a statue of yourself, that's glorifying what you would stand for. You got a statue of Muhammad Ali. Look what he stood for.
I don't think that the statue is a glorification. I think it's just remembrance. These things happen. Bad things happen in American history. Bad things happen in world history. But good things happen too. We're just remembering.
Okay.
When we go to Rome and people are on vacation, they want to go to Rome. What do they want to see? They want to see the gladiatorial stadium.
Mm-hmm.
They killed a whole bunch of people in that stadium. Did Rome tear it down? No, leave it up because it's a memorial. This is something that happened here. If you go to Atlanta, they have a museum of slavery. Tear it down. We don't want to remember that. No, we want to remember where we came from. They're not going to tear it down because it's about slavery. I don't. It's not glorifying. It's remembering.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay. Well, this flag will be remembered not to come back to this NASCAR.
They come to NASCAR. Don't forget
They're
that.
coming to NASCAR, and the Boston Red Sox. A lot of people couldn't believe that there was a lot of racism going on in Boston. Which for me, I've always thought Boston was had a racist tone to it. The Boston Red Sox came out and agreed with Torrey Hunter, because he put out a statement. In every contract I had a no trade clause to go to Boston because every time I went there, the fans, not the organization, there was a lot of fans that called me a straight N-word to my face. And Boston came out and they said, this is true. We do have fans that his experiences are true. His experiences are what he speak of is facts. We do have people that come to our events and do this.
So Poppy wasn't bothered by that. Big Poppy.
I guess when you win, it's all right that you're a winning Negro. At the end of the day, I don't know, but he said I've heard throughout watching sports since I've been young. I've heard a lot of people say they've been called the N-word
In Boston?
in Boston.
I need to go to Boston and check that out.
Yeah. So, they're always with they always have the Larry Birds, the McHale's. They went after the white guy Gordon Hayward. They like their white stars in Boston, and I can understand that. Nothing against it, but for Boston to be so liberal, to Boston to be so place where it should be a melting pot. You go to South Boston, I tell you what, you are what they call them I forgot, a Southie in Boston. You might not want to be there as a black man. So
In South Boston?
yeah, South Boston.
I thought that was the black side town of every town, South Side.
You go down there, we might need police escort, from what I hear. But
Okay.
for Boston to come out and say that,
That's big.
that was very huge of Boston, and that's why I am a Boston Red Sox fan and have been for a long time.
But that's also why we need people to step up and step forward and speak up and say this is what's going on. Because when you turn the light on, you got to straighten up.
You got to.
You got to straighten up.
When that light turned on, them roaches get scattered.
You got to turn them on, man. I'm down. I'm gonna go to Boston, check it out.
That's Bill.
And that's Will.
Hey, man, like, comment, subscribe, like we said at the beginning of the show, man. Bill and Will Show.